So I've been playing this Rimworld mod that was posted a week ago, and it's a really cool challenge. First of all, it adds a new storyteller and it adds the crucible difficulty. With the crucible, there's less chance people get killed when they get downed. However, I was doing a stream last night and I got raided halfway into day 2 by 5 people with guns. Well, most of them had guns. I think the storyteller is meant more for like Crash Landed, where you start with guns. But to add more difficulty, we're gonna be starting as a lost tribe where we have basically no tech. We start in the Stone Age. We only have a little bit of silver, some food that will last us maybe 2 days, some medicine, some really basic low tier weapons, 3 random pets that are not gonna be very strong, and 500 wood. And so yeah, here's the storyteller. Gunny allows double the population than that of original storytellers, but danger is followed up by each other. I think what they mean by that is you can literally get raided on day 1.5 and day 2. This guy's gonna mess you up basically. For our starting characters, traits, and skills, I could just random or I could pre-build them. You guys would never know. And I feel like to make an interesting challenge, I'm gonna be able to pre-build my 5 colonists however I want, except I can only give them 3 traits and I cannot give them any skills. The only skill points they're gonna have are gonna be from their backstory and adulthood. However, I can give them 2 burning passions and 1 minor passion. Okay, here's our first colonist. He is a Nandor elf child, which gives him 6 plants, 5 animals, as well as he's a hobbit farmer, which gives him 6 plants, 4 animals. Basically, he was raised by elves, but like Samwise Gamgee, he had an extreme fascination with hobbits. Well, I guess that would be completely opposite of Samwise Gamgee, and went to live with the hobbits. You can see that this is his base skill level. If we clear them out, he only gets 12 plants, 9 animals, but we will give him a burning passion for plants and animals. As far as traits, he's going to be a druid, which increases plant work speed, plant harvest yield, and animal gather yield. So when like he's milking the cows, he'll get more milk. We also give him sanguine for a plus 12 permanent mood effect, one of the best traits in the game, and jogger, so he's going to move a bit quicker. Our next character's childhood was an orbital engineer, which I guess is part of the androids mod, and that gives her 8 construction and 2 crafting. In her adulthood, she was a tool mechanic, which gives her 5 construction, 8 crafting, and 2 art. The main thing is we're getting a lot of construction and a lot of crafting here. We'll also do burning passions for construction, burning passions for crafting, and a minor passion for art, I guess. Now we want to spend as least points as possible, no minor passions here. She's a technomancer, so she works slightly quicker, learns slightly quicker, slightly less immunity gain speed though, which does kind of suck. Hopefully she doesn't get sick. She's also a fast learner, and she's industrious for more work speed. Ram is going to be our doctor, and she was a child prodigy, which gives her 6 medical, 6 intellectual, as well as in her adulthood she was a starship doctor for 8 medical, 5 intellectual. As for her trait, she's going to be a priest, which gives her a bunch of nice bonuses to her medic abilities, more 10 quality, more 10 speed, and that also gives her 2 medical, which is going to bring her up to a whopping 16 medical. Yes, if I clear it, it's 16 medical. We want to max out Ram's medical and intellectual as quickly as possible, so we're going to have her be a fast learner, and being industrious will allow her to 10 quicker and research faster. Our 4th colonist was a military sniper for 10 shooting, 2 melee, and in his adulthood he sold himself into slavery for money to purchase Boom Rat Pizza. Apparently that Boom Rat Pizza enhanced his skills by quite a bit, as it gives him 3 shooting, 6 melee, and 7 cooking. I feel like we did need someone that could cook fairly early on, as we cannot build a nutrient paste dispenser, so we're going to have someone be cooking all our meals, and we do not want to get food poisoning. As far as traits, he's a sniper, which gives him less aiming time and more shooting accuracy. He's also trigger happy, which gives him way less aiming time, and he's tough, so he takes 50% less damage. This guy's basically going to be our only combat colonist who's completely dedicated to just doing combat. Go for all her life was a pop idol, which gives her 3 artistic, 8 social, as well as 8 artistic, 8 social, bringing her up to a whopping 16 social, 11 art, but she can't do most things, aka like hauling. She can't fight. She is kind though, so whenever she talks to other people, she'll give them a 5 movement bonus, as well as she is beautiful, so she's going to get plus 40 opinion from other colonists, and she gets 40% more trade value. She's also an entertainer, so she gets more social impact, and she's better at trading. And yeah, with that, we're going to start it right up. All right, so first thing, we got 3 pets, and we got an alligator, or I guess it's a crocodile. This thing actually does pretty good melee DPS, and can we ride it? We cannot. Apparently it needs obedience training. We also got Love, a poodle, and we cannot mount the poodle apparently. Our 3rd pet is Samson, the male seal, and we can mount Samson if we do train him up a bit. The crocodile and the seal are really slow though, so I don't even know if we're going to want to train them up to B mounts. And one thing I noticed is the pets are not actually bonded to anyone. Normally they are, and whoever they're bonded with will give a nice movement bonus, and if they die, that person will be really sad, but we don't really care if these animals die, I guess. As far as our starting area, I'm seeing a couple really nice starting places. We got this area, which is really protected. There's only 2 entrances to get in, or this one down here, which does have a lake nearby, and we could potentially use that lake as some kind of defense, as it takes people a while to walk over water, and we could shoot them while they're trying to walk over water. It would take a while to wall all this in though, so we're just gonna go for the safer play, which is definitely gonna be this base. With the mod real runes, which just spawns in a little bit of runes on each map, I'm seeing there's 2 runes with a bunch of beds in them, and that's really nice because we can't currently build beds, at least not standard beds. We can only make bed rolls, and in order to make bed rolls we have to hunt animals for their leather. These beds are a lot closer, but there is a Dacoraptor that's guarding them, and this thing will attack us if we try to get too close. Since our animals are going to be pretty useless, we're going to use them as a meat shield, and it looks like Love's going to be the first one to die to this Dacoraptor, or maybe not. Maybe Love will prevail and she will rip that thing in 2. And she got tagged pretty hard. Well, actually not that bad. 9.38 damage is only a little bit of her HP, so she's actually pretty tanky. We're going to have Membo get close, and we're going to use disabling shot on this raptor, and that worked. We can finish it off hopefully if we're close enough. Or not, although is it still enraged? It might not be. We'll have Menbo head over here and deconstruct the bed now, since the animal is not angry. Although I will say I'm not sure if I can trust this thing, and so I think we will kill it off anyways. We'll use disabling shot on it in pretty point blank range. It revenged, but we can finish it off, and we're definitely close enough. And yeah, it's dead. Meanwhile, Love the Poodle is bleeding out. She's gonna die in 5 hours, but we will try to save her. We'll have Ram use her ability Advanced Heal, which invokes Holy Power to greatly heal the wounds of a target. Base heal restores 14 health for up to 3 wounds. Will immediately seal the bleeding of wounds from missing body parts. And the cooldown on that thing is only 8 seconds, although it does cost a lot of mana. We could also just bandage the Poodle up too, and we should probably be able to save it. But if we use heal, it will give Ram some XP. So yeah, let's just use that ability and see how that works. Gave her a good amount of XP, and I think it healed a bit of Love's wounds. We'll try that again though, and this time I'll be watching Love. And yeah, it did heal her up quite a bit. She still does have a good amount of blood loss. And yeah, we'll have Ram just finish up tending Love, which will actually boost her medical skill. And wow, she's tending so quickly. And yeah, Love the Poodle will survive. One thing I forgot to check was the quality of the beds, and most of those beds we just got were pretty bad, although one was masterwork, but in the ruins that was kind of far away, they had 3 good beds, so we grabbed all those good ones, as good beds not only give way more comfort than poor ones, 0.84 comfort versus 0.66, they also make people gain rest quicker. 108% rest effectiveness versus 92 is actually pretty large. And meanwhile, it looks like Membo sprung one of our traps. That's pretty unlucky. In my last run, I would just have people manually walk over traps all the time, and they would never spring them. And usually they try to avoid traps anyways. I'm not sure how Menbo managed to trap himself, but I think he sprung this wood trap while he was trying to build this one. He does have a few stabs. I don't know how he got stabbed in his lung when he got hit by a trap. You would think it would just hit his leg, but no. I do now kind of regret using Ram's mana on healing the freaking Poodle, as he only has mana for 1 more heal, but let's just use that on Membo. And that healed a good amount of his stuff, got his HP up a bit. But now Ram is completely out of mana. We'll also have Ram 10 Membo up ASAP, and we just put the bed down right here. And yeah, his injuries aren't all that bad. He should definitely be okay once we get raided, and we don't really need him to do anything around camp right now anyways. So we'll just have him sleep it off, and maybe we should actually build him a hospital room, just because there's less chance of his wounds getting infected if he's in a clean room. And yeah, we build him a hospital room, which is very clean. It has 0 cleanliness, which is great. And he should definitely not get an infection from that. We got our basic base defense set up already, and it's not even the end of the first day, which is amazing. And that's mostly thanks to Dorabanch's extremely quick building. He's at 13 construction, and being that he's a technomancer, we were able to choose from 3 abilities, the technobit being one that's really good with construction and crafting, as it will assist in crafting, mining, and construction tasks. And so he's able to make super quick work of even like wooden doors, walls. He can build pretty much instantly. He is so quick. This is not even sped up at all. This is just normal real time. And yeah, so here's our defense setup. We walled in this side, plopped a door down so people can leave from the west side of our base. And over here, we got a choke point with a bunch of traps. This is a very preliminary design, and it's not very effective because it's going to cost a lot of wood to have to constantly rearm these wooden spike traps. And when I say it's not effective, I think that's probably the wrong way of describing it. I think it is pretty effective. It's just not efficient due to the large wood costs of maintaining it. But it should at least allow us to survive the first day. Solar flare, oh no. All of our electrical devices are shut down. But yeah, we've been doing some work on the base. We got our rec room set up, which by the way, let's plop down a hoopstone ring inside the rec room, as well as a game of Euro board. And we can also plop down an archery target. We have an extra bow that we're not using at all. But yeah, this room in here is going to be our rec room. We got our 5 bedrooms already set up. And this room will be our kitchen, which is currently clean. So we are okay to cook in it. We'll Membo butcher that baby up as he's our cook and he'll get more stuff from butchering it. And we'll have him start making some simple meals. We are getting pretty low on pemmican. Oh, and here we go. First of all, they're coming in drop pods, which is usually something you see really late in the game. I don't know if this is going to mean they're going to be super high tier. Okay, they have mini grenades. And wait, that wasn't actually that many of them. There was like 10 drop pods, but there's only 5 of them. They also got a hunting rifle, a sawed-off shotgun, an excellent one, by the way, which hopefully we're not going to have to deal with any of that. If all goes according to plan, they should get caught on our spike traps, and that should be all she wrote for them. Okay, what? We're getting raided by 2 people at the same time, and this actually might not be a bad thing. The only problem is the dwarves are attacking right away, whereas these guys over here are preparing for a while. So they're gonna hit our base at different times. That's a bit awkward. Well, it looks like we might actually need more spike traps. We're gonna harvest some of these trees because we're completely out of wood, and we're gonna try to build some more traps before they can get to us. In the meantime, we're gonna Memo go out and try to mess with them a bit. We're gonna see if we can aggro some of these dwarves over to the other enemies. And oh no, Memo just got tagged. It's only moving at 89% speed. That's not ideal. A couple of dwarves are going into our base, looks like. No, well, Foley's going in, but he decided against it now. We do have some people chasing us still, but yeah, there goes 3 dwarves. They're going for our base. That guy used some kind of lightning ability on Membo and really tagged him hard. He's got a bunch of lightning hits on like his arm, his humerus, his shoulder, and he lost a lot of HP, but he's not bleeding. And with that, it looks like the dwarves are running. Menbo killed 1 got killed by the traps, and 2 got knocked out. Romfer is going to bleed out in 5 hours. Thor's got 4 hours. Thor is actually quite amazing though. He's trigger happy, and he's a woodsman, so he's really good with a bow, and he has a burning passion for shooting. He's also got extremely good mining. We don't have anyone that's even got like above 0 mining, I think, right now. And he's got an amazing crafting skill at 10. I guess Thor Bansha has a crafting skill of 10, so we don't really need that. But we could really use another fighter. Ronfer, on the other hand, is also extremely good at mining, and he can construct, which we can always use another builder. And he's also decent at shooting in melee, so that's another combat person that we can pick up. He's also apparently an entertainer, which we already have an entertainer, but we can level him up in a different path than our pop idol goat. And he's also steadfast, so it's harder for him to have a mental breakdown. We'll have Ram head out and capture Thor, and Goat will try to capture Romfer. We capture them, and now we gotta try to rebuild as many of these spike traps as we can before the next enemy gets here, which they're not attacking us yet. And we've already got 6 traps built. Door Branch is working on the 7th. That might actually be enough. Also, now we're gonna try to have Ram tend up Thor, but he's gonna bleed out in 3 hours. We might need to use her advanced heal on him, although we want to kind of save that for Menbo, because we could use that on him and that will heal up some of his wounds and he'll be able to fight. We'll see if she can save him. She does 10 really quickly, and we're gonna have Menbo bring the medicine over here too. She's currently not using any medicine, and that's a 50% 10 with no medicine. That's pretty good. He's still only got 3 hours left, but that's another 10. He's got 4 hours now. Another 10 did not give him more time, or at least not an hour more. Let's have Menbo drop the medicine, and we'll have her use that medicine on Thor. That probably should help a bit. Oh yeah, he's got 6 hours now. This next 10 should be enough. Now he's got 14. Yeah, we'll just leave him there. And we'll now have Ram go 10 to Romfer, who's only got 3 hours. He's not bleeding as badly though. And yeah, now he's got 4 hours. 6 hours now. Yeah, they both will survive for sure. We just gotta 10 them up to full. We'll have Ram use our mana on Membo, and we'll heal up his wounds. Advanced heal on Membo, and that's gonna heal him a lot, actually. He's upset because Ram disturbed his sleep. Like, dude, you should just be happy that she used her heal on you, man. Meanwhile, these guys are beginning their assault, and we do have Door Branch over here building the traps. Do not open that. Why are you opening that door? There's literally no reason for you to open that door unless you're trying to build this. Okay, cancel all this. Then you'll have no reason to leave. Nope, you're throwing. You're throwing our game, dude. Okay, we're good, I think. One thing I also could have done just now is restrict Door Brancha to this zone, and he would not have tried to go out and build these spike traps. We have 45 wood left over, which is a perfect amount of wood. We can build a wooden spike trap, and we can build the 2 walls that will finish walling this in. And there goes NOG. I don't want to say that name. Let's build these walls really fast. Oh lord, they're coming in. Just run. That guy's dead. And there goes Needles. Looks like they're running. Needles has 15 in animals. Holy cow. Brexio's got 9 in animals, but man, this guy could tame some amazing animals if we could pick him up. And what about NOG? Can't say the name, dude. I feel like the YouTube bot's gonna flag me. His traits are actually really good. Bloodlust is one of my favorites. When he sees people die, he'll get a moodlet bonus. It's just that he's not that great at combat. Also, one thing I've noticed is that if you have too many prisoners, they will try to prison break. So I don't think we'll try to capture this guy, even though he's pretty solid. We'll just go for needles and her 15 animals. Man, she's got 4 hours, but we should definitely be able to save her. Oh, and it looks like this guy got up and he's gonna take his rifle with him, which does kind of suck. It would be nice to get that hunting rifle, but I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Could have Membo actually head out and snipe him while he's trying to leave. He's pretty wounded and he's moving really slow. Yeah, I think Membo can get him. So use disabling shot on him. Disabled him, and then I don't know if we can finish him off. I don't know if we have time. No, we don't have time. Okay, nice, we downed him. Ooh, that was close. Let's just finish him off, I guess. And let's grab the hunting rifle. We'll also tend to needles. He's got 3 hours. He will survive for sure. And we're gonna put all the prisoners in the same room as each other, just because we don't have enough space for them all right now. We can work on that tomorrow. And yeah, needles is definitely gonna survive. He's got 6 hours. We just need to make sure that we get good 10s on him so he'll get over these wounds quick and there's less chance that they'll get infected. The alligator's visiting our prisoners and he's just letting them know to not mess around. I like that. I think they'll be much less likely to try to prison break if they know we have a pet alligator wandering around. And Romper has gotten sick from infection. Dwarves do have a lot more blood filtration, so I think that makes him get over infections quicker. Regardless though, we will tend him with our best medicine, but first we will heal him. I want to see if the heal will do anything to the infection, even though I don't think it will. It healed up his torso a bit, but yeah, it didn't do anything to the infection. We're gonna have to tend that. And that's a 62% tend, which should be more than enough to save him. His immunity should go up way quicker than the infection. It's already at 4% and his infection is only at 2.6. Immunity's at 5. Yeah, he should definitely survive here. Also looks like Goat is about to have her first interaction with the prisoners. Needles unfortunately has 64 resist, which is an insane amount. It's gonna take forever to recruit her, and I don't even know if it's gonna be worth, because by the time we do recruit her, I'm guessing Brexio's animal skill will be 15. Well, maybe not. It does take quite some time to raise the animal skill, but at this point I'm just wondering, like, is it even worth it? I mean, we will try to reduce her resist for now, but we might end up just selling her as a slave. See how much resist Goat gets down. I mean, this room's pretty bad, and I'm guessing her mood's not that great. Yeah, it's really bad. Her mood's going to be going down to extreme break threshold because yeah, she witnessed her ally's death. She's in mind-shattering pain. She observed corpses, and yeah, Goat only got 1.4 resist down. It's going to take forever to get that 64 resist. Although I will say she already really does like Goat just from Goat talking to her once. And next time Goat does talk to her, she may be able to get a lot more resist down. She got Romford down from 25 to 23.6, and both these dwarves actually are pretty easy to recruit. Well, actually, Thror's got 38 resist. That's kind of rough, but I think it'll be worth it because he's going to be a really good shooter. So yeah, we'll just tough it out on these dwarves. In the corner of the map, we also do have 3 extra beds that we can use, which is going to be, I think, a perfect amount. Now we just need to build some extra bedrooms and make them nice for these prisoners so that their mood will be good when we try to talk to them again. Also, looks like Needles got an infection in her leg. Let's see what kind of 10 we can get on that. 84%. Okay, that's pretty good. The only thing is we're kind of running low on medicine, so I just don't even know if it's worth it to try to save her. Like, maybe the right play here is to head over to this elven colony and sell her off. We are running a bit low on food, so we're going to drop a disabling shot on this Lernean Hydra, which should allow us to instant kill it. And we're gonna butcher this thing for a ton of meat and leather. And oh, there's actually a couple more beds over here. I didn't even notice these beds. They are poor quality, but we can always use more beds. After killing the Hydra, we got a bunch of magical leather that sells for 450 a pop. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through all this meat before it spoils. So in the meantime, we're gonna try to have Brixo tame up these gigantelopes, and we can use them as pack animals. They do have a taming skill requirement of 4 though, and Brexio has a animal skill of 9, so it will be quite hard, but we should be able to tame at least one of them today. 25% chance. So yeah, it's not terrible, I guess. There's a bunch of them too. There's 5 of them, so statistically speaking, we should be able to tame at least one of them. Tame failed again. Come on, Brixo. And they're sleeping. Crap. Oh no, you don't. Oh, you moron. We should probably plop a door before our spike trap maze so that no animals try to go into it. Because yeah, that's just a giant waste of wood right there. Meanwhile, we have constructed more bedrooms, and so we'll move our prisoners into these. And having them have their own rooms will give them a nice mood boost, and it'll make them easier to recruit. Goat's doing a pretty good job though. She's getting 2 resist down each time she talks to Thror, who is apparently in a good mood, even though he has a awful barrack. He is extremely comfortable because he's in the masterwork bed. Oh, I see why he's so happy. Romford's mood's actually not bad either though. He does have ratty apparel though. We could get rid of that if we just strip him and don't allow him to wear this cloth dwarven tunic. Go just got 2 resist down on Romford now. That's really good. Let's strip him too, and let's take the tunic away. and the pants. We'll actually just move him out of this room by making this room not for prisoners, and yeah, Goat can just drag him out. We'll also drop his dinosaur pants in here, and he'll just go over here and pick these up when he wants to. And just by having pants on, that will remove his naked moodlet debuff. But yeah, we got the prisoners set up in the best rooms in the house. Thor's got a super nice room. He's got spacious interior, unsightly environment. Apparently this environment is not the best because we do need to smooth out this sandstone, but he does have the masterwork bed, so that'll be nice for him. Needles is apparently sleeping in the heat. These torches are, I guess, giving off heat. It's either that though, or they're always in darkness, and darkness is -5. You could also give them some air conditioning, but that is kind of annoying to do. And oh, it looks like the Ankylosaurus we just tamed decided to visit our prisoners. It's fairly quick. 4.5 is not going to win any races or anything, but it does drop a lot of meat, so I'm guessing that means it's pretty tanky, and it has a lot of armor. So this thing would be good in like a battle scenario, although it is a pack animal, so we're probably just going to use it for transporting goods. And man, Goat is doing some work on Thor. She's got 3 resist down on him. I guess that's because his mood is super good. And Thor really likes Goat now because she's been reducing his resist for some time now. I don't know what kind of method she's been using, but our prisoners seem to really like her. Needles, on the other hand, still has 54 resist, and I feel like that's just going to take so long to get down. And the more prisoners we have, the more the game will try to mess us up. Oh, and we're getting raided by only 1 dwarf. I think this is the normal raid that you're supposed to get really early on, where you only get raided by 1 person. Thromber is actually really good at shooting, 15 in shooting. He is abrasive though, so he tends to piss people off, but I think we can deal with that because he's also really good at planting too, and melee. And what we're about to do to him is going to be arguably pretty cheap, but we're going to use disabling shot on him, and that should hit. And then we're going to capture him. He didn't have any real solid armor, so I was pretty confident that was going to work. And we captured him without wounding him at all. He does have a couple of scars, one on his arm and one on his leg, so he does move slightly slower, but we can definitely look past that for his 15 shooting and 10 planting skill. Also, he is a night owl, so we can make it so he sleeps during the day, and hopefully this will make him run into other colonists less, so his abrasive trait won't matter as much. Thromber's actually got only 1 resist. Okay, I've actually never seen 1 resist. That is so weird. We should only have to talk to him once and then we can recruit him. And yeah, after just talking to him once, his resist has been broken. Well, now it's time to recruit him. Next time she talks to him, she will attempt to recruit him, and it's probably gonna work. Goat can be very persuasive when she wants to be. And here goes. Is Goat going to be successful? She offered him a chance to talk about love, or to get love, or something about love. And yep, he joined us. One look at Goat's beautiful face, and that was all Thromber needed. He was ready to sign his life away to our cause. We have Thromber this revolver, and I think we might end this episode here. Meanwhile, Goat's dropping some resist on Romper. He's about to join us. In the next episode, we're going to start off by building more advanced defenses. Seeing as we do now have someone that can mine, I actually almost forgot Romper is actually really good at mining too, and he's only got 7.7 resist left. So once he does join us, we'll start mining out some steel, and we'll start making some more advanced defenses. If you guys are liking this and you want to see an episode 2, then drop a like on the video. My next video probably will be something else, but if this video is getting good feedback, then I will do a part 2. And for those of you guys who are wondering why I abandoned the Lord of the Rings run, it was mainly because this mod came out and I thought it was really cool, and I want to do a run on this mod. I might revisit something to do with Lord of the Rings later on, but for now I'm going to try to stick with this run. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.